Hey all, so this is going to be the walkthrough for the assignment, one of the assignments this week. They're the same assignment, just have a different advertisement that you're going to use for your analysis. So anyway, I'm going to walk you through this first one. I only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to go fairly quickly. Again, everything's there. It's pretty. We think it's pretty explicit. And detailed and clear. But again, if it's not, please email us and we will offer whatever clarity you need to successfully navigate through the assignment. I'm gonna read through this first part, the introduction. Advertisements are visual arguments. When you first examine an advertisement analytically, you should consider what techniques, devices, and strategies the advertiser uses to create appeals that might persuade you to adopt a certain position or buy a specific product. There are three types of appeals. There's a logical appeal, there's an emotional appeal, and an ethical appeal. I'm not going to read through the definitions for you, but they're there. I would encourage you to read through them carefully and then go back to them again if you need to. I am going to read this next part, though, because I think it's important. Appeals are not specific devices you can point to in a text. For example, you can't physically put your finger on an example and of a logical appeal in advertisement. Instead, writers and artists use devices and techniques such as word choice, imagery, sounds, figurative language, humor, statistics to create a persuasive effect. So that's what we want you thinking about. For the directions, and everything that's highlighted in yellow is a please pay attention to me. So please make sure that you do that as you navigate your way through the assignment. Use the image below. It's this down here. Use the image below to complete the task. You must complete all the gray shaded tables. You will write your answers actually in the gray shaded table, and they look like this down here. So this is where you'll actually be writing your answers. Okie dokie. Please use the attached glossary of terms. There will be some terms in here that are unfamiliar to you. You just need to be familiar with them. So that's why we have included a glossary of terms. So please use that as a tool. If you need more than what's there, we encourage you to Google the specific term, device, strategy, or technique, and even learn more about it. But we think it should be sufficient for what you need. Please provide complete sentences to all answers. Please complete all the items. Don't leave any blank. And remember, we want you to make that honest effort. And instead of leaving something blank or saying simply, I don't know, we're asking you to say, I'm not sure, but I think. So we do want you to guess. And then, of course, at the end is the self-reflection, self-assessment. Please, please, please do that. If you don't, we will return it. Matter of fact, for my kids, I will be returning anything that is not complete and asking you to do that. So again, let's save a step and just get it done the first time. For this first assignment, we're going to use a print advertisement. It's from 1987. Not that it really matters. Appeals are the same no matter the age they occur. And so this is a print advertisement. This is a little small here. Don't worry about this tiny, tiny stuff down here at the bottom, but it is important that you're able to read this. And what I have done is I have recopied it here. So if you can't read this stuff, please read it here if you can't see those things clearly. For the first part of the assignment, we're going to ask you to answer some background information questions and some visual elements questions. Again, we would prefer that you write in complete sentences here. So for number one, in the background, what specifically is the product being advertised? Yes, it's simple just to say Crest, but we would like you to say the product being advertised is Crest and so on. So please make sure you're writing in complete sentences, all right? So once you're through the background information and the visual elements, you will move on to each of the three appeals. And basically, you're going to have to use those to analyze the print advertisement. So you're going to have to scroll back up to this a number of times. You might want to even make it a little bigger and zoom in if you have to. It gets a little distorted, so I don't know if that's going to help you or not, but that's a possibility there. Anyway, as we move through, you are going to, for the emotional appeals, you're going to identify two key feelings advertisers want us to have about the image. Advertisers want viewers to, and so we're going to ask that you highlight two of these. And if you don't remember how to highlight, you will highlight it, and then you will go up here to the highlighter, and you will click on the color, and then when we see that, we'll know that it's highlighted. And it looks to me like our recording is going to end here really quickly. So I'm going to undo that. Basically, guys, you just want to continue to make your way through this and answering all the questions. Again, the glossary will come in handy. And then at the end, please make sure that you go through and you finish this as well. I know I'm going to run out of time here. Hopefully that helps a little bit. We're only an email